Peter's in St. Louis. I'm going to have him double-check the title to that house of hers, see if it's co-owned. You know, it could be as simple as that. Her father's last name right there on the deed.
You made me a promise. You're not keeping it.
Yeah, I know. Just 1 second.
You promised that I could have you all to myself tonight.
Jewel, I just want to make these notes while they're in my mind.
No. No notes in your mind. No Charlotte hunting. That's not what's important tonight. Want me to tell you what's important tonight?
If you just give me a couple seconds.
I am what's important tonight. And I need some attention from you. And I need for us to go home, climb over my stack of newspapers, and go directly into bed.
So do I. God, I'm lucky to have you.
The hell with the newspapers.
Knapsack's in there's old room.
Ryan and Little John are in the parlor trading baseball cards.
Oh, good. That'll take care of them till bedtime. Now, you go and enjoy your weekend. And don't you worry about her.
I never do when she's with you.
Good.
Smells wonderful.
It's tomato soup.
Mary's been on my mind a lot the last few weeks.
I'm not surprised.
Every now and then, it's as if she's right there in the room with me. I'm having conversations with her in my head.
I know, Jack. I truly do.
She's with you all the time.
Much of the time, yes, she is indeed. It's confusing. There she is at 22. There she is at 6. No order, no sense to it. I'm arguing with her, and I'm missing her.
And you're loving her.
Yes, always.
I've been listening to her, but trying to. May I ask an unfair question?
Have a go at it.
How do you feel about Lee and Ryan?
You're a healthy and positive influence in Ryan's life.
I think what you really mean is that if I love Lee, you want to trust my judgment.
Well, perhaps. It's difficult. As long as no one's replaced Mary as Ryan's mother, then it's easy for me to feel that my Mary is still there.
We've agreed. She's always there.
You know what I mean.
I sure do.
Part of it is that Mary was so certain she'd make the best mother in the whole world. And there'd be all these wonderful things that she and only she could give her children. But I'm sure other people can give equally wonderful things to Ryan. Jack, fundamentally, this is really none of my business. Why don't you just go and have a fine weekend? And we'll have this conversation some other time.
When you're ready for me.
Exactly. Mary, get your feet off the table.
My feet aren't on the table. It was my heels.
Oh, wouldn't it be grand if you could take a correction without feeling the need to correct me?
Frank says it's important to say precisely what you mean.
All right, put your feet and your heels on the floor and don't talk back to me. How's that?
Good. I want to have a lot of babies.
Well, I hope you will.
But I want to do other stuff, too. I want to be a lawyer like Frank.
Well, that would be splendid.
But how do you have children and work?
You get tired.
Oh, Ma, you tired?
Oh, darling, I'm just teasing, making a joke. And besides, it's not so bad to be tired. That means you've been working hard, and that means you're alive, and presumably doing just what God wants you to do.
Well, I know he wants me to have a lot of babies.
Uh-huh.
I just hope he wants me to be a lawyer. You know, Frank says I'd be pretty good at it.
Well, if Frank says, then surely God must agree.
I just can't figure out how it would work, though. I mean, you can't take him with you to court or wherever.
Well, maybe you could have some help.
I don't want any help, Mother. Oh, no. I don't want anybody else taking care of my babies. Nobody else touches my babies. They're mine. I take care of them.
Well, then you might consider allowing their father to lend a hand.
I wanted her to have what we had. A mother and a father and a big family. But I knew I could do it by myself if I had to.
Well, thank God she has you both.
Oh, Ma. There's so much I want her to know and to feel and to believe. You gave us that, you really did. I want Ryan to have it from me. God, angels, saints, right from wrong, all of it. To believe that love is the most important thing in the world and that her word is the most valuable thing she could ever give anyone and that one last effort can make a difference.
And to be joyful and to be brave.
And, of course, always to do exactly what her mother tells her to do. How can the kid lose?
Oh, Mary.
You know the problem with us, don't you?
No, tell me.
I am an egomaniac, and you take every word I have ever said as gospel.
I do not.
Oh, you do, and I mean every word, because you have the memory of an elephant, and you remember it all, and it's embarrassing, Mother. Furthermore, it's getting worse with age.
Oh, well, I'm sorry.
Oh, you should be, but you aren't, no way. Oh, listen, Ma. I was just appalled by myself at 24. Frank always said I was bad about sharing credit, but where did I think Jack was going to be in terms of Ryan? I wanted to ask myself why I'd married him. Jack is the most honest person I have ever known. He's more honest than you, because you'll see things a little differently for somebody you love. You can't help it. He'll give that to Ryan. He'll teach her to love, because he'll love her.
Oh, boy.
She'll learn to hang on till hell freezes over, to question authority, to respect words. He'll teach her patience, we hope,
And joy.
Jack needs a little bit of help in the joy department. He's bringing Ryan up all by himself, and he needs a little help, period. He also needs to be in love, Mother. And if I'm not threatened by that, why are you?
Dear heavens, girl, I'm not threatened. Who says anything about being threatened? And I don't begrudge Jack help, nor a woman in his life. I didn't begrudge him Rose.
No, he wasn't in love with Rose. He just liked her father.
Oh, Mary.
And so did you.
Now you stop that.
Well, actually, he did love Rose. But it wasn't a grand passion. I mean, Rose was all right. She was interesting. She talked back to him. She had a secret. Why don't you like Lee?
I never said I didn't like Lee. It's just what I think of her as being with Ryan.
Leaving Ryan out of it, and not counting me. Who is the person that Jack has loved most? Oh, Mary.